Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Cutlery. Hope everyone's having a great day and a great start to your week. It is definitely Monday, and it's been Monday around the household and at work pretty much all day. But finally getting a chance to get down here to the knife room, do a little looking around, and dug out a couple of knives that I wanted to talk about today. But first one I want to show you guys, I'd mentioned in my video of the day that I'd gotten a 127 UH, a Schrade Uncle Henry. I got it from eBay, and this I got for $18 shipped to me, which this thing looks absolutely immaculate. The only problem was, and the reason I got it so cheap, is because the tip was completely broken off on the end of this thing. I actually took it down right before my son's wedding and actually reprofiled this tip. So I think it turned out pretty good. And to be honest with you, if you didn't know any better, I would say it's almost, and I had one out here earlier looking at it from a factory. You can tell it's a little shorter, but the shape is very, very close to factory. So thought that turned out pretty good. And this is a good looking knife. This knife's never really been used at all. A little bit of sharpening on that edge you can see, but it is razor sharp. Good old USA Schrade Plus, so it's a newer one. But the main reason I was bringing this knife out tonight is I got to thinking about the stagalon handles. Pulled a few knives out of the drawer here just a few minutes ago before I made this video, and it's like, that'd be a good topic to talk about. So stagalon or plastic or fake stag or whatever you want to call it, comes in a lot of forms in knives. As you can see, this little queen that I dug out that I'd forgotten about having completely. This would be an excellent fifth pocket toter too, so probably what I'll end up doing with it. But same thing, winter bottom, bone. They're fake bone looking, but again, no different. Plastic type handle, stagalon, if you will. It could be designated as something else, but this is a queen number 14. Has been used and sharpened. I think I've actually carried this one for a little while when I first got it, but awesome snap on this knife. Just a good little user. But then when I was coming across, I ran across this old German knife. Thought for a minute when I looked at the back side of it. What's cool about this one, you can see right here, even on the leather sheath itself, made in Germany. Tell this knife's got some age to it, and I have obviously never cleaned this thing or anything, so it is super patinaed and dirty. But I've forgotten, this was in a deep drawer that I had forgotten about having, and it's definitely rusty, but it's got all kind of cool, it's got a file, it's got a saw blade in it. This is going to take some major updating. I don't know if my fingernail can handle that. I had it out earlier, but that is a file. Take my word for it. It's got a punch on it here, and it's got the corkscrew on it here, and everything is pretty much rusted shut. But I can clean this guy up for sure. But I was thinking when I first saw this, I was like, man, that's some beautiful German stag. But as I touched it, I was like, nope, never mind. Completely fake plastic stag. But either way, super cool. And actually, I got to digging even deeper. This is a, what does that say, guys? Decora Soligen, made in Germany. DBGM, is that what that says? Can't really make that last letters out, or DDGM. So if you have any info on this knife, please let me know. I don't even remember where I picked this one up at. But digging through that, when I saw this, the moose or elk or whatever this is designated as, the antlers make me think elk. Everything else make me think moose, because I have seen both in person. That got me thinking about this old Imperial that I've got over here on the table. So obviously a cheaper Imperial knife, and you guys have probably seen one of these over the years. These are pretty cool knives, but again, just a plastic handle. But that, if you look at that, pretty close. So does Imperial have some German influence, or did Germany have some influence off of Imperial, or is it just a coincidence? I don't know the answer to that, but it's very curious they would have that same look to them, same upward angle and everything. So either way, these are just knives that are dug out of the deep, dark alleys in here. That I'm finally finding the last of my collection and getting it out of here on the tables. So we can go through it for sure. But that's what I had for those. I was going to pull out, I was actually going to do some Browning knives today was my whole topic. And I did find a couple of Brownings that I haven't shown before. So this little guy here, this is the S18F. This is the one blade, the single blade little Browning. You can see this is a tiny little guy, but it's got the cool curvature, the pretty, and this needs a lot of cleaning and a lot of, I think the blade has been used a good bit. As you can see, it's super scratched up. So I had to do some work on this one, but I love these little Brownings. I used to, years ago, I actually sold them several years ago. I think I believe the man was out in Texas who collects Browning almost everything knife-wise. I had a few really beautiful Brownings. I know I had a 504 Stag, and I had a bunch like this of different sizes all the way up to large folding hunters, and he ended up buying each one from me. So I do miss those knives. That's back in the day when I was buying and selling a lot, but it doesn't happen much anymore. I'm usually just buying and keeping these days. But that's a Browning USA. Thought that one was cool, having the sheath and all with it. The other Browning I pulled out here, another used sharpened one, is this guy. I want to say this one's a Browning Japan, but I can't really, let's see if I can make it out. No, yep, Browning Japan. Again, scratch, sharpen, used, but big full blades. Little two-blader wood handle. And it's a lockback. I guess I should use it like it's supposed to be, huh? Another Browning I found was this much rougher looking, but you can see the size-wise we're getting into. It's getting a little thicker. This is a single blade as well, and I had never noticed. This looks like it's got somebody's initials in it. S-O-L. I'm not going to say what that stands for, because it doesn't, obviously, I hope that's not what it stands for on this knife, but look, that's engraved. Or maybe it's 770S. We'll say that. We'll say that. I don't think that's true, but that's what we'll say. But this one right here is Browning Japan. This is definitely used and sharpened. I'm sure, I think I picked this one up at the flea market, just a couple buck by, stuck somewhere, and I've never actually done anything with it since. But I love the shape of this knife. It's got it's thick handled, so it's got a big grip to it. So if it was in a lot better shape, it'd be a great knife. But that's it I had for today. Got a few things going on for sure. Actually, friend of mine named Bart Whitman, he owns High Point Taxidermy in Bowden, Georgia. He's a buddy, and he actually made this new table cover for me with my channel logo in the middle. So thought that was super cool. Want to show you guys that tonight. This leatherette cover. That way I can do stuff on here and not scratch up my table too. So that's going to help out a lot. But anyway, guys, I think that's it for the day. Thank you so much, as always, for the support. Guys that I have been working on trades with, just so you know, going to get everything sent in the email tomorrow morning. And you know who you are if that's the case. Got definitely some knives that are near and dear to the collection of the heart that are heading out of here. And got some new ones coming in, and I'm excited to show you the ones coming in for sure. And some of them might even be familiar from other channels. So we'll just wait and see on that when they arrive. We will certainly have a discussion about them and kind of let you know the story and where they came from. But anyway, guys, again, thanks so much from Cutlery. Thank you so much for tuning in, the support. If you like this video, please hit that like button. Like I said, it doesn't cost you a thing to smash that like button, and tell your friends. Let's get these subscriptions up. We're doing great. We're almost at the 750 mark, which is unbelievable. I mean, I never would have thought when we even got to 100 that we would get there, and we're already at 750. So short time in this channel, and I'm just enjoying every minute of it. But anyway, guys, thanks again from Cutlery. We'll talk to you soon.